Dear students, today we'll continue with the previous chapter, chemical reactions. We read about the catalyst in the previous period. The catalysts are those substances which though are not a must for chemical reactions, but in their presence, for our convenience, rate of reaction may increase or decrease. But children, you are also told about certain catalysts which are not a choice, which are a must to carry on some certain chemical reactions. These chemical reactions are biochemical reactions taking place in the body of living being, like photosynthesis, like respiration, like digestion. These biochemical catalysts are produced within the body, and in their presence only those reactions take place, because without them the rate of reaction becomes so slow that we can understand that no reaction is taking place. These catalysts are said to be, these biochemical catalysts are said to be enzymes. Enzymes are complex organic compounds. They are made up of proteins and they act as biochemical catalysts, and they all are positive catalysts, which means they do not reduce the rate of reaction but they increase the rate of reaction. We will discuss some examples of biochemical catalyst, that is enzymes. Children, you know about the yeast. When we mix the yeast in the dough, then dough becomes light and fluffy and is used for making cake or bread or sort of things. You almost might also be knowing that from sugar syrup or from the fruit juices alcohol is made. This is done because of the maltase enzymes present in the yeast. Maltase present in yeast converts maltose into glucose. Maltase is the catalyst present in yeast which converts fruit sugar maltose into glucose. Later, one more enzyme, zymase, present in yeast only, converts glucose into alcohol. So, these are the reactions taking place in the presence of biochemical catalysts or enzymes. Similarly, some examples of digestive enzymes acting as catalysts in digestive reaction. For example, amylase is an enzyme present in our saliva which converts starch into simple sugar or glucose. You chew a piece of bread for quite some time and you will feel the taste changing to sweet, because the starch present in the bread gradually, by mixing with amylase present in the saliva, got converted to simple sugar glucose. If you let it stay there in the mouth for some time, means chew it for quite some time, like for a minute or so. Similarly, there are protein digesting enzymes like pepsin or trypsin, which convert proteins into amino acids. These simple sugar, amino acids or fat digested by the enzyme lipase are examples, which get converted to fatty acid and glycerol are examples of digestion. And these form in which the food get converted or the nutrient present in the food get converted is the form in which it can be absorbed by the wall of our intestine, can reach to your blood, from blood to cells of the body, for providing energy and for protein synthesis and for fat deposition or fat store as well. So what happens to carbohydrates and starch? It gets converted to simple sugar glucose. Proteins get converted to amino acids. These amino acids are the simplest form which are absorbed by the small intestine, and they act for the cell formation by protein synthesis. And fats or lipase present in the food as well, in presence of lipase enzyme, get converted to fatty acids and glycerol, the simple form of fat in which it can be absorbed by the wall of intestine. So the summary is that enzymes are biochemical catalysts secreted by the body itself for helping to biochemical reactions happen within the body. Digestion, fermentation, respiration, photosynthesis are some of the examples of biochemical catalysts taking place in presence of different biochemical catalysts called enzymes.